Doing so, second day live, 2 days in a row. What's going on here? So if we haven't met before, my name's Tom Stanhope and I help businesses with AI integration, with podcasting, and also with video content creation. But more and more these days, the video side of stuff is becoming integrated into the AI side of stuff, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that today because I'm working on something that's really got me incredibly excited. I had obviously with our AI survival skills mastermind, we're always looking for new systems and processes to bring AI into people's businesses in ways to speed up processes or make parts of the business life easier. You know, we're always looking to save time and make more money with these systems. AI, the whole world of AI has been such a profound shift for me as a business owner, particularly somebody in the creative industries. I never wanted to view it as a threat. I always wanted to view it as an opportunity. And I know a lot of people in the space that are, the creative industries, view it with a certain degree of kind of reality, view it as a threat, but I think that doesn't necessarily tell the whole story. Whilst there are significant risks involved to it, and I think we have to be, our eyes have to be open to that. We want to be seeing it as a tool that's going to make life a little bit easier or a lot easier. So what I'm working on at the moment is really exciting. And this is something that I'm taking our masterminders through at the moment. We did the second step, setting up. We were just setting up YouTube channels yesterday, but doing it in an AI supported way. I've been working on trying to figure out, and have done so, how to do a fully automated YouTube channel. So what I'm focusing on is an entirely different. I wanted to set up a channel that was completely unrelated to anything I did, and to see how far and how fast I could grow it using a content creation process that involved as little of my time as possible. But I wanted to be publishing 2 videos a day. I know that sounds crazy, but I wanted to sort of be doing this sort of volume that was kind of was really significant. So publishing large volumes of information, ensuring the quality is there, but also getting the sort of the process streamlined so that we're using tools like Zapier or Make to join up lots of different pieces of the puzzle, so that the only thing that I have to do in this process, so I say fully automated, that's not strictly true. Whilst I could automate the front end as well, the very initial part, I don't necessarily. I want to have a little bit of I want to have a very, very light hand on the tiller at this stage. So the idea is that I find an article that I'm interested in, and I effectively just drop it into a folder on my Google Drive, and after that point, a series of automations happen where scripts are generated. Recordings are created in a clone of my voice. Videos are pulled together and then compiled and then exported as finished items and then uploaded to YouTube. I wanted that process to be either fully automatable, but also to have checks and balances in, so I could drop in when I needed to check stuff out to make sure that I'm not sort of missing pieces of the puzzle. Because AI on its own is hugely powerful. We know this, but for me, it gets really, really exciting when you use business automation tools to join up processes. So, just as an example, one of the things we're teaching in our group, we're helping our masterminders do is speeding up the either client onboarding processes or discovery call processes and quoting processes. So you can have your discovery call. The discovery call transcript gets put somewhere. That transcript is then sent over to different kind of AI tools, ChatGPT, for example, where that call is then, the transcript of that call is then sort of assessed, and you can then use that call summary and kind of action list that's come out of that transcript to generate quotes, proposals, next step documents, all these things that are really, really important, that can very often be quite time consuming. So the whole sort of idea of this is that we are using AI tools, joining up the tools with our processes, and using bridging tools to kind of link up the parts of all this, so that stuff is happening on autopilot, where when our attention is needed, it can be placed on these sort of key moments. Like, obviously I don't want proposals to go out without seeing it. Whilst you could automate all of that up, you wouldn't want to. So you have to map your systems first, and that's a big part of what we do as well. So we're not looking at AI in the mastermind as just a kind of a tool by tool. Oh, look at this tool, it'll be really good. No, you have to view this stuff as kind of a holistic thing. You have to view it as a whole part of a whole process. That's what I'm trying to get to. You see it as a tool to speed up something. So when I use the example of an onboarding call or a client discovery call, in the past I'd have had that call, and it might have been a few days before I did something about it. Now, we all know that when it comes to sales and marketing, that speed of ability to communicate is really, really important. The speed at which you can take that information and do something with it to kind of improve the experience of the person who you're talking to, that's critical. And so for me, the automations help me get over some of my shortcomings, because I know what I'm good at and I know what I'm not good at. And if I can be using AI and business and automation systems in concert to speed up these things, these kind of parts of the process, then that is what I'm absolutely 100% looking to do. Chantel and I are really kind of really into this, because we know who we are, we know the people we are, we know the things we're good at, we know the things we're not good at. And I would always rather be spending more time on the stuff I am good at than on the stuff I'm not. So I've moved house recently, so I've basically got almost 2.5, 3 hours, depending on the day, back into my working life, which is just astonishing. So I've got more done in this last week than I have for what feels like months and months and months, which is crazy. When you as a business owner have had 3 hours of your working day removed, and you've had to find other ways to build that back in, be it sort of working early, working late, and in my case, finding how to make AI do some of the heavy lifting, you really, this, when it gets given back to you, that's just a fantastic thing. So yeah, so I'm going to be obviously I'm in the building phase at the moment. I've worked out how to do this full sort of video automation. But what's interesting, when it's done, I'm then going to be able to apply it to all of my podcasting clients. So we will be able to produce a short form content at volume in a way that is automated and streamlined in a way that wasn't possible a year ago. And what's really interesting is, of course, coming down the line, we have the generative video, so text to video stuff that's coming through from OpenAI with the likes of Sora. So the quality of these automated videos is going to be amazing. Now, what I think is really interesting, if you've seen a tool called Hey Gen, I'm going to be putting that into a different process. Although I still think Hey Gen is a bit in the uncanny valley, because it's kind of you're using kind of client avatars of yourself, so you can create digital avatars and use those as so you can be on camera without the sort of without needing to be on camera, if you know what I mean. Well, you probably don't know what I mean, because it sounds crazy and sci-fi-ish, doesn't it? But suffice to say that this automation process, what I want to be doing is, once I've got this up and running in it for a faceless YouTube channel, I'm then going to apply it to our channels that require, you know, a human. So Chantel and I will have an AI survival skills channel, which we already have, but the content on there is mostly around sort of testimonials and case studies. But having that as having this process fully automated with us on camera, that's amazing. But I feel like it feels a little bit, I don't know, it feels a bit uncanny valley at the moment. But another thing that's really interesting with this stuff is you can do language reversioning as well, or in an automated way. So you can take content that you've already got and repurpose it into literally any language that you want. So there are some very, very exciting tools. And the thing that I'm working on at the moment that's possibly the most exciting is this fully automated video process. If you fancy learning about how to do this, and you've kind of had your interest tweaked, we have our AI Survival Skills Mastermind, where we are getting in deep into this, and I'm sort of working through in a step-by-step way. So we generate 90-day plans for everybody. So actually, after this call, I'm going into a call with Amanda Hutchinson, who's one of our masterminders, and we are going to be creating her 90-day AI implementation roadmap together. So as masterminders, you get that, but then you also get, so that's a very bespoke thing. You know, I'm creating those for everybody, and that's individual, and it's personalized to your business needs. But some of the people on their roadmaps are looking to do this, and have this video automation system. So this is kind of helping with that implementation. So yeah, if any of that grabs your fancy, either ping me a message or send sort of send Chantel or I a message, or comment on this post, or whatever, really. So you know, we've got some exciting times ahead this year, and I'm going to share as we go along how I'm doing this. But thank you for being here with me this morning. I will be here tomorrow again. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you later tomorrow.